Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overload and loaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Shots Wednesday night open bar, but it's a special one tonight, folks, because we have somebody returning tomorrow. So there's a lot of scheduling conflicts, but this is our Wednesday night open bar sports edition. Joining us, as you can see, our boy Blue sitting here, and of course on the screen we got the cynic himself, Bobby Ryder.
It's all rigged. Everything is rigged.
Everything's rigged. Dude, I'm telling you, you're going to have another Shot t-shirt made, and it's going to say everything's rigged.
Yeah. Get some merch.
We will not have our boy 6ix9ine tonight, but we do have his picks. This will also give me the opportunity to go ahead and get this posted so the people that listen to us on Spotify can actually catch up and I found out that a lot of people have already watched the games, and then I end up posting this show late, so we've already given our picks and predictions after the fact. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? So on that note, gentlemen, with it being Wednesday night, I don't think we, Blue said earlier, we do not have to start with our Thursday night game unless we absolutely want to, just to keep tradition alive. I say we just go ahead and do it anyways. I'm happy if you're happy.
Yep.
So that means starting things off Thursday night. If I'm not mistaken, yes, we have the Buffalo Bills coming off a horrible start for Josh Allen, and then turn around and had just about a career game. I think he smashed a record for the most touchdowns in a game by a Buffalo Bill. Am I correct on that, folks?
I think he had 5. With that was including the rushing, I believe.
6. He had 6.
6. Well, there you go.
They are traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. If I'm not mistaken, the Bills are a heavy favorite in this one. Not really. 3.5 with a over/under of 43.5. Gentlemen, who wants to go first on this one? Because to me, this is a pretty easy one. I don't know. I cannot understand why Buffalo's only favored by 3.5. This should be a smash fest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Blue.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't really see it being a game. I think Josh Allen's going to have another day. I'm going with Buffalo.
Honestly,
me-
go ahead.
To me, Buffalo is a strange team. You never know what team you're going to get. You can get a team that plays really bad and scores 16 points, or you can get what we saw last Sunday. The thing that made me pick the way I did is Houston's quarterback, C.J. Stroud, they put him on IR. So he's done. Houston, their record's not horrible. They would still have a chance to make the playoffs. But it's looking dim, each week that goes past. So I can see why the line is 3.5, but I'm going to go Buffalo.
Honestly, this is just going to be this is going to be Cook all day. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nico Collins can't do it by himself, and now who the hell's going to throw to him? Honestly, hello, Miss Nancy. Love you too, sweetie. Yeah, all day long, I'm going with Buffalo. But then again, I'm interested in seeing, is this going to be the same team that lost to Miami? You brought up a good point, and we've seen it quite a bit this season. I had made the comment Josh Allen was having not one of his better seasons. They're winning, but his numbers were not that great, and then he turned around and absolutely just dropped the hammer last week or Sunday night. So,
Fisher.
Fantasy news. Fisher destroys Stephen Kurz 151 to 131. Fisher improves to 9-1. Curves. What is going on here?
Kurz drops to a Tomlin-esque 6-5.
This must be a completely different. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, buddy. No worries, girl. So on that note, if I'm not mistaken, am I seeing this correct? It is going to be across the boards. Our good friend Mike, who's been joining us the last few weeks, Cat went with Buffalo. 6-9, of course, said Buffalo. Yeah. Buffalo Bills. Oop. Guess I need to get on the ball.
You just made the list.
So here's the question, guys. Do we put that one on there, or did we vow not to do another Thursday night game, even though somebody snuck one in there a couple weeks ago?
I think we're safe putting that in there.
All right, then.
I don't know where to write it, but
I've got it.
The Bills they're trying to catch New England. New England, I think, is, what are they, 9-2 or something outrageous. The Bills have to win this game.
I still don't see the Patriots being too big of a threat yet to Buffalo.
I don't know. That running back Henderson, he's stepping in big for Stevenson.
Travion?
Yeah. So I mean, you never know. It's sky's the limit. Drake May's he's still throwing the ball good.
So on that note, gentlemen, Blue, if you will pull up my stats for me, let's kick it off with some college football. We are getting down to the nitty gritty, guys.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Alabama took a big hit last week. Congratulations, Bobby, on that pick. We gave him a lot of shit, and I think he lone wolfed that one, and he laughed all the way to the bank.
Well, last week's records, tied for first, Bill and Kat, both 7-4. Second place, Bob, 6-5. Third place is a tie between me and the newcomer Mike, and then Steve came up in the rear, 4-7.
I'd be interested in seeing what the totals are now after that one. He wasn't that far. I think he was leading, but I don't think it was by that much. And that one might have hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
So on that note, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I think he was only up like 2 games on everybody. Wasn't
We
close.
could very well have a new leader.
Yeah.
Changing of the guards. Hey, 6'9", you're not doing a very good job at defending your title this year.
Yeah, both ways, because he's not winning NFL either.
All right, so here we go, gentlemen. First game.
Mhm.
The Florida State Seminoles travel to North Carolina to take on the Wolfpack NC State. Florida State being a 4.5-point favorite. Well, since we don't got them, Blue, tell us what we don't know, buddy.
All right, just this stupid phone would work. All right, so we're coming in here. Both teams are 5-5. Whoever wins this game is going to be bowl eligible. You have 6 wins, so you're bowl eligible.
Okay.
8:00 game, ESPN.
It's a Friday night game too, isn't it?
Yep, Friday night. The over-under on this is 61.5.
We got some points, gentlemen.
So they're saying there's going to be some points in this game. Going down through the stats, Castellanos, 2,317 yards. The Bailey's 2,531. Running back, Florida State, 444 to NC State Smothers, 823. Now, this is a big receiving thing. Robinson, it's got 49 catches for 947 yards
Make sure you're saying who these guys are playing for.
for Florida State. And Anderson, 32 receptions for only 552. Florida State, let's see, last game, they beat Virginia Tech 34-14.
As has everybody else.
Which now Virginia Tech's new coach, Mr. Franklin,
Uh-oh.
Penn State coach, is now with Virginia Tech.
And still can't win the big one.
NC State last week took a butt beating by Miami, 41-7 they lost. So if you're looking here at the stats, let's see here. I mean, not really much in here other than the bowl. NC State's 2-4 in league. Florida State's 2-5. So I mean, they're basically out of the ACC tournament.
Bobby, what's your thoughts on this one, buddy? Because when I was looking it up, I mean, they're pretty even.
Yeah, this is a good game to have in this, especially Friday night. Something to watch. Blue mentioned when he first started about being bowl eligible. He's correct. You need 6 wins to be bowl eligible. So the way I looked at it with these even teams, I looked into next week's opponent. Next week is their last game. So whoever wins this game is as 6 wins going to be bowl eligible. The loser of this game would need next week's victory to be bowl eligible. So NC State plays North Carolina next week, and Florida State goes to Florida next week. So
Got some games, gentlemen.
Yep.
the team that can afford to lose is NC State. They have a weaker opponent next week. You figure they're going to beat North Carolina. I know Florida is down this year, but it's at Florida. It's always hard to play in the swamp. It's a rivalry, right? Jacksonville to Tallahassee, both northern Florida.
Senior day.
Probably. So I'm saying that NC State can afford to lose this week, so I'm picking Florida State to win.
What I like about this one, guys, like I said, if you go by the numbers, these two teams, believe it or not, are they're pretty evenly matched. Very run heavy on North Carolina side, very pass heavy on the Florida State side. So, again, by the numbers, they do have one particular target that this man likes to throw to. And apparently, NC State loves to run the ball like crazy. I'm going with Florida State due to the fact that I feel like they're a little more battle tested. They've had to play the harder teams. Honestly, if you go back and really kind of look at some of their Florida State, they had what did they have? Notre Dame, they had Alabama already. Some key losses out here. They lost to Clemson, they lost to Stanford, they lost to Pitt. NC State really hasn't had. They had Georgia Tech, they had Notre Dame, Miami. I recant that last statement. Either way, I feel like Florida State. This is we say this a lot, and especially this age or point in the season. It's a must win. They have to win. Florida State for me. Our boy Michael also went with Florida State.
Steve also went with Florida State, and Katie and I also went with Florida State.
Hitting it hard already, gentlemen. Florida State Seminoles.
You just made the list.
So if we lose that, we're out Friday night.
Shit, we might be done tomorrow night for all we know. On that part of everything, you want to go ahead and pull up the next one? Man, guys, if we get past Thursday, we have yet to get past college now.
I know. Maybe we should do it.
No,
Do a separate.
get the hell out of here. Next game on the docket. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors travel to sunny Las Vegas to take on the UNLV Running Rebels.
Yep.
This one's interesting to me because UNLV is 2.5-point favorites. Blue.
Well, looking here, this is a big game in their division. Both teams are 4-2 coming in. Overall, Hawaii's 7-3, UNLV's 8-2.
One game difference.
One game difference between them. The over/under in this is over 64.5.
Again, points.
So they're saying this game's going to be huge.
Doesn't bode well for a team that has defense.
No. Going down through the stats, Hawaii's quarterback's got 2,400 yards to UNLV's 2,500. Hawaii's running back's got 487 to UNLV's 780. Receiving yards, their best receiver for Hawaii, 731 yards to UNLV, 712. Hawaii was off last week, so they're coming off a bye week.
Now there's a little side note for you.
But their last time out, they played San Diego State and beat them 38-6.
Yeah, we remember that. We
Now, if you're looking into UNLV, they played Utah State last week, and they won 29-26 in 2 overtimes.
Any notables on either side?
Injury wise, let's see. UNLV's played Boise State. Not really the Air Force Academy, but let's see. UNLV's played Let's see. They beat UCLA.
As has half the college world. I mean,
Boise State walked all over them. UNLV beat Colorado State. New Mexico beat UNLV. So yeah. So like I said, this game here, 2.5 is a spread.
that's what I got.
Now we go to Hawaii's last opponents. Let's see here. They beat Stanford 23-20. Got smoked by Arizona. Lost to Fresno State. And then they beat San Diego State. So
it sounds to me like UNLV has done much better against the competition. According to ESPN, 72.5% chance of winning is UNLV. I personally,
I said this game doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
most people didn't really care about this game, but with being
you got two vacation destinations. That's
Yeah.
the only thing these two guys have going. These two teams right now have going for them. Bobby, the last time we had a Hawaii game, we all went against Hawaii, and they bit us in the ass.
Yeah. Well, that's because Steve Kwan said, remember how he said San Diego's defense was like the greatest in the world, and they were going to shut everything down. I don't know where he got that, and then they went out and gave up 30-some points. So I'll put that loss on Steve Kwan. That one. But I don't like. What time's the game, Blue?
10:30
p.m.
Friday night.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a game after Florida State.
All right. Friday night in Vegas. The crowd should be nice and oiled up and ready to go. It should be a nice atmosphere. I'm going the home team, UNLV.
I too am going with UNLV, and again, I'm picking this one on. I feel like they've done better against the bigger teams. Like I said, with that one game difference, make that 2 games. Give me UNLV all day on this one.
All right. Steve also took UNLV. Katrina took UNLV, but I did not.
Ooh,
I took the Rainbows.
the Warriors.
Rainbow Warriors.
Well, he's not alone.
No, because Mike also took Hawaii. So
Well, that's good. We won't have to stay up late Friday, like wondering if we're.
no.
Is anybody really going to start this one out on the ESPN app? It's going to be on ESPN3.
I may sit at home and watch it because there ain't nothing on Friday nights.
I got to work Saturday, so chance.
Unless me and my dad go down to the big high school game Friday night at SRU. Oil City Oilers are playing the one and only Aliquippa Quips for the playoffs.
Are they not even trying with their names?
Aliquippa Quips.
Oil City Oilers. Yeah. All right, guys. Moving on. Another battle of the ACC. The Pitt Panthers travel to the beautiful state of Georgia to take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech is favored by 2.5.
Yeah.
But Georgia Tech has also been a monster. If I'm not mistaken, are they not first in the ACC?
It's a 3-way
Yeah.
tie, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's 4 teams in conference with 1 loss, and that is Georgia Tech, Virginia, SMU, and Pitt. So this game here could, turn it, I don't know. It's going to be a good game. Pitt's 7-3, Georgia Tech's 9-1. They're ranked 16th. But whoever wins this game should be sitting, pretty for the ACC.
So in other words, Georgia Tech can afford a loss though at 9-1. What's their record in the ACC?
They are 6-1. Pitt's 5-1. So, yeah. So if you look at that, and then Virginia's 6-1.
So it's going to be hard to go by the numbers on this one, only because Pitt changed quarterbacks. What was it? Third week of the season, fourth week of the season, and then started to actually play some decent ball.
Yeah.
Went head to head with Louisville for a little while. Georgia Tech though, some hitters, big time.
Yeah. The passing, Heinzel, 1,673 yards, 12 TDs to 6 picks. King, 2,200, 10 touchdowns to 2 picks. King is also Georgia Tech's leading rusher with 807 yards.
See, that's
When you got a running quarterback, sometimes that's hard to key on.
and
Look at Lamar Jackson. Look at some of these other guys that that make $1 billion running the ball as a quarterback. But you go down to the receiving. Pittsburgh's at 600. Rivers for Georgia Tech's got 516. Last week, Pitt took an ass whooping, 37-15 against Notre Dame,
my fighting Irish.
which Notre Dame is not a slouch by any means. But the 4 prior weeks, they've won every game. They beat Stanford, they beat NC State, they beat Syracuse, they beat Florida State. Now you go over to Georgia Tech. Last week, they beat Boston College 36-34 in a close one. Week before that, they lost to NC State 48-36. But then they beat Syracuse, they beat Duke, and they beat Virginia Tech. So
Pretty evenly matched team here.
yep,
Now, here's one thing. Remember I said it's hard to go by the numbers on the two? For him already being 3 games behind the starting quarterback for Georgia Tech, he's already got over half the yards that Georgia Tech's quarterback does. So, Bobby Ryder, what are you thinking?
Don't forget, I think the winner of the ACC gets an automatic spot in that college football poll, the 12-team
Yeah.
poll.
yep.
That's pretty important. The ACC will only get 1 team in there, and it's the one that wins the conference. So if you look at the schedule, we have SMU game later on in this show. We'll talk about it then. But I'm for Pitt, it's almost their Super Bowl. Pitt's got a bowl game. They're going to go to a bowl game, which is cool. They'll get all that extra practice. They'll get another game. But if they want to really end on a high note and get into the FBS playoff, this is a huge win for them. And, we talked about it last week. I think Pitt had already lost the Notre Dame game in their head before it even kicked off. Like, they were okay with losing it. Notre Dame's an independent team. It didn't hurt their ACC standings. So I'm not putting too much stock into last week. Notre Dame is a good team. That Love dude, that running back, I don't know why they're not talking about the Heisman with him. But anyway, if Pitt can take down Georgia Tech, I think SMU is going to lose. That just leaves Pitt and Virginia up there. And Virginia should have 3 or more losses this year. I mean, they've won games like by inches, just luckily. And North Carolina should have beat them. So Pitt will be in really good position if they win. So I'm going to go with Pitt.
This was a tough one for me, guys. I agree. It's you can't exactly say a must win, but in the grand scheme of things, it kind of is. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're both going to be hungry. I think where Pitt's going to have a disadvantage here is Georgia Tech and Miss Georgia Peach. Hello, young ladies, stick around. You'll enjoy this. She's actually a Bulldogs fan, guys.
Not on this week for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's like the first time since we've started doing this, Georgia has not been in the list. But Pitt has to travel. They go to Georgia Tech. I think that's where the swing vote comes into play.
It's a noon game.
I'm taking Georgia Tech in this one, gentlemen.
6-9 took Pitt. The Sansom house was divided on this. Cat took the Yellow Jackets, and I took the Pitt Panthers. So if you look at it,
Michael also took Georgia
Tech. So you look at it, it's 3-3 across the way.
I like it. Got some instincts, some spread here. I'm liking this. Did they say you never did give us? Oh, allow me, sir. Never mind. Here,
it was 60. The over under was 64.5 on that game.
For what? Pitt?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I let me look at it correctly here.
It's a lot.
62.5. 62.5 points. Saying there's going to be a lot of scoring in this.
Hey, Brad, it might not be the Bulldogs, but at least we got a Georgia team on here.
Have you ever been to Georgia Tech's campus?
No, never.
It's right in downtown Atlanta, dude. It is. It's not very college friendly.
Okay, so neither is remember Pitt Stadium? Look where it was at.
Well, Pitt University is downtown Pittsburgh.
And now all of a sudden they got almost downtown Pittsburgh. But they play at Acrisure Stadium, so I mean you still have to go downtown to get there. But either way, I think Pitt's going to go down there and party like rock stars, and they're going to wake up the next day and wish they hadn't, been shot out their mothers. All right, moving on. We got a battle of the SEC, gentlemen. The Missouri Tigers are taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma 7.5-point favorites. And I apologize, folks. Oklahoma is not SEC. They are Big 12.
Yeah.
It's in Oklahoma, gentlemen.
Yep.
Oklahoma's the real deal. Oklahoma's ranked for a reason. Oklahoma just knocked the shit out of Alabama last week. You know what? We've talked about Oklahoma enough, dude. I'm going to tell you flat out. If you really want my pick on this one, straight up, I think it's going to be a decent game. I do like Mizzou, but at the end of the day, guys, my heart's in Oklahoma.
The over-under in this game is only 41.5.
Which tells me it's all going to be Oklahoma side. I'm telling you, I don't think Missouri is going to be able to keep up with
Missouri's 7-3, 3-3 in conference, as Oklahoma is 8-2, 4-2 in conference. Some stats. Prabula, 1,685 yards for Missouri. Oklahoma, Mateer, 2,087. Running backs. Oh, look at the difference in running backs is horrendous. Running back for Missouri, 1,346 yards. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. I brought it up so everybody can see a little better.
1,346 yards for Hardy compared to Oklahoma's running back at 402. Receiving wise, Missouri's best receiver, 600 yards. Oklahoma, Satanga, 718 yards. You go down to their last 4 games.
I can tell you what the last one that Oklahoma had. How about tell us about Missouri?
Going down through Missouri's last 5. They are 2-3. They beat a Mississippi State. They lost to a very good Texas A&M. Lost to Vanderbilt. Beat Auburn, and then they lost to Alabama by 3. Now you go look at Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Alabama 23-21 last week. They beat Tennessee the week prior 33-27. But then they lost to Ole Miss 34-26. Then they beat South Carolina 26-7, and then they lost to Texas 23-6.
That shouldn't have happened, honestly, but
If you look at the things right now, Oklahoma is 2, 3, 4, 5. They're in 6th place in the conference. Missouri is in 8th.
well, the fun part about that is, though, Oklahoma is ranked a lot higher than Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri is ranked 22nd. Oklahoma's 8th.
Oklahoma wins this one. They move up. I give it 2 spots at best. Missouri wins. They
might jump a couple.
So at the end of the day, guys, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm taking Oklahoma. Bobby Ryder, what's your take on this one?
Yeah, Oklahoma could not beat Alabama last week and then come out and lose this week. They just can't. Oklahoma probably by 2 scores easily.
Well, bear in mind too, it's not a must win, but they need to win to stay where they're at. They really can't lose if they want to.
Yeah. So that makes it across the list.
Clean sweep, gentlemen. Guess what? Oklahoma Sooners. How did I end up doing that?
I don't know.
Jeez, oh man.
You just made the list.
What is going on right now? Usually by now, like Bobby's already hugging his pillow. It's only 3 games.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Moving on. Oh, yet another ACC. Crazy.
Yes. This is
a good one right here. I like this one. Louisville taking on SMU. SMU, a heavy favorite at 2.5 points.
Hey, I got to run upstairs real quick.
Right.
So I'm gonna mute and turn my camera off, but I'll make my pick real quick for this game. But I'll be back before the next one.
all right.
I'm going. I talked about this when we talked about Pitt. Pitt needs SMU to lose for that ACC. So because I picked Pitt, I'm going to go with Louisville on this one to help Pitt out. I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
Yeah, looking at the numbers here, both teams are 7-3. It is a noon game. The over/under is 52.5. Louisville's 4-3 in conference. SMU's 5-1. Let's see. Going down through some stats here. Louisville's quarterback's got 2,300 yards passing. SMU's got 2,800. The running backs, 782 for Louisville, 613 for SMU. Louisville's receivers, 871 to SMU's 595. The last 5 games for Louisville, they lost to Clemson 20-19. Lost to Cal 29-26. And before that, they beat Virginia Tech 28-16. They beat Boston College 38-24. And then they beat Miami 24-21. You go over to SMU, who beat Boston College 45-13.
Everybody's beating Boston College.
SMU beat Miami 26-20. So both teams beat Miami. But then they lost to Wake Forest 13-12.
But Wake Forest isn't exactly a slouch.
Then they beat Clemson 35-24, and they beat Stanford 34-10. Right, like I said, right now SMU is sitting in 4th, but they're only got 1 loss, and Louisville's got 3.
I personally think both teams are battle tested, so you're going to have a hell of a game right here. It's not often you get to say SMU, is competitive. I mean, you normally don't put them in a college football conversation.
No.
They are the real deal this year, but so is Louisville. And Louisville is truly looking to stay in the mix. We're going to say it again, as usual, must win for both teams. In this particular one, though, I personally am taking Louisville because I think, damn it, man, that the offense is much better.
Yeah. 6-9 took SMU. I took SMU. Kat took SMU, and Mike took SMU. So 4-2.
That's me and Bobby riding this train.
Yep.
Hey,
I think we're correct. We're right, Bill. They're wrong.
we're laughing all the way to the bank, motherfucker. What up? Hey, the stats say it all. Just saying it, Blue. Just saying, buddy.
Mm.
He's like, I love when he does that. He gets that. You're starting to pick up that Steve Kwan growl. That.
Someone has to do it.
All right, so moving on. This next one's kind of.
Yeah.
The Kansas Jayhawks traveling to Iowa State to take on the Cyclones. Iowa State, 4.5-point favorites. If I'm not mistaken, Iowa State is still ranked, even though they've had some key losses this season.
Let me see here.
No,
they are not ranked.
They are not ranked now?
They are not ranked now. But Kansas is coming in with 5 wins. They want to be bowl eligible. They need to win this game to go against Iowa State. The total is 55.5 here. So they're saying about seven scores between them. Let's see here.
That literally breaks down to like, geez, oh man.
Yeah, they're both in conference. They're both who are they? Both 3 and 4 in the conference. I mean, they're not going to be at top. But we go to the stats. Daniels has 2,200 yards for Kansas. Becht has 2,230 for Iowa State. The running backs, there's 300 yards difference with Iowa State's running back at 721. Kansas is at 430. Now the receiving.
There's the big one.
Kansas, 200 more yards than the leading receiver for Iowa State. You go down here to Kansas's last 5 games. They lost to Arizona. They beat Oklahoma State, which Oklahoma State ain't the Oklahoma State of old. Got beat by Kansas State, lost to Texas Tech, but then they beat Central Florida. Going to Iowa State, man, they are struggling. In the last 5 games, they have lost 4 games. They started out 5-1, and they lost 4 out of the last 5. They beat TCU, lost to Arizona State, lost to BYU, lost to a terrible Colorado team. And then they lost to Cincinnati by a touchdown.
Bobby Ryder, take this one, buddy.
Well, I do know this. If anybody needs a Christmas gift idea for Blue, get him an Iowa State hat or an Iowa State hoodie because this guy loves Iowa State, and he's picking.
I'm more of a BYU guy. I'm sorry.
You always put them on the list every week. Iowa State's always on this list.
Honestly, if you really want me to go back,
You can't. I mean, that might be on there because they've always had good games.
Do you have family at Iowa State? You got family there, Blue?
In Iowa,
Blue,
not that I know of.
All right. Well, for some reason, he always picks them. And because in tribute to Blue, I'm going to pick Iowa State to win this game.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Iowa State, man, they're trying to keep above water. They really are. And I think Kansas has not impressed me at all. Both have some key wins, but they also have some key losses. Kansas has a few more than Iowa State. 4.5 points. Give me Iowa State. Oh, boy.
And that would be.
So, to put it in perspective for you, Bobby, Iowa State Cyclones.
You just made the list.
Hey, Blue, how about this? If Iowa State wins, keeps the parlay alive, we never put them on. We never have them as a game ever again.
At this point, you know what? Honestly, at this juncture of the season,
But there's what 2 games left?
There's 2 games left. I mean, we're pretty down to the scrub games. I can't wait till next week.
Yeah,
we're literally going to have, like, I was telling him earlier, we might as well put Grambling and Brown in there at some point.
Yeah.
It should be just Youngstown State. You just made the list.
They might make the list. They might make the list next week. Maybe I'll just put them on there because of Kai Flash.
AJ Georgia Peach girl, give us an obscure Georgia team. We'll throw it in there just to see if they're worth a damn. Moving on, gentlemen. Baylor traveling to sunny Arizona to take on the Wildcats. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. We all know I like Baylor. I don't know what it is about Baylor. Yes, I have a man crush on Baylor. But this is where it gets interesting. 6.5 point favorites. Arizona is, dude, again, another team. And if you go, watch, he'll go through the list. Look at the list of teams that Arizona has beaten this season. They're real. Baylor's crept by on certain ones, but there's a reason why this is a 6.5 point. It's one of the rare times I really agree with this one. There's no ifs, ands, or buts for me on this one. I'm taking Arizona all day.
Yeah, I agree with you. Baylor's limping towards the end of the season. Arizona is playing really good. Arizona won't make the 12-team playoffs, but they will have a good bowl game. They'll get a good one. They'll get a New Year's Day bowl or something like that. So, Arizona.
Now, I will throw a quick stat out there. Mind if I?
Yeah.
Here's where it gets fun. Just to throw it out there for you guys. In the battle of the quarterbacks, Robertson of Baylor has 3,210 yards. He has 29 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. To Fafita of Arizona, who has 2,494. It's a difference about what?
800. About 800.
About 700 and change. 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So, I mean, you got Baylor definitely has. I mean, they have the tools to do it, but I'm telling you right now, is it a coaching thing for these guys?
No, I think that stat means that Baylor's been trailing in so many games that they had to throw the ball in the second half. Like the guy had to throw more passes because they were losing. And
we're deep in the third quarter, dude. They're dropping dimes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you look at it, they lost to Utah 55-28. They beat Central Florida 30-3. Lost to Cincinnati 41-20. Lost to Texas Christian 42-36. And they beat Kansas State 35-34. So they've been in high-scoring games. Now you look at Arizona. Beat Cincinnati 30-24, beat Kansas 24-20, killed Colorado 52-17, but then they lost to Houston and they lost to BYU.
There's no shame in losing to BYU this year, honestly. Houston,
They're in the top two in the Big 12. Houston and BYU are the top two in the Big 12. That's no slouch.
Yeah.
so in all honesty, like Arizona, they're in good company. I think they're confident, they're comfortable. Arizona Wildcats.
You just made the list.
Oh, we all took them.
Yep.
Everybody took them, surprisingly. That was a kitty cat move right there. So if she's watching, I did that one just for you, sweetie. We didn't even say whose it is. Like, it's like, oh, here, let's just show it off. Now, here's a game I'm very interested in. Neither team has to travel very far for this one. We got a West Coast showdown, folks, in the Big 12. USC Trojans traveling to Oregon to take on, let's call it what it is, guys, the Mighty Ducks this year. Oregon, believe it or not, is a pretty sizable favorite at 9.5. So we're talking basically a touchdown to field goal. I mean, that's, I bet you if you look around, you'll find some 10-point favorites.
Oh, man.
USC, to me, this season, they're very well-rounded. You know, they can run the ball. They can pass the ball. They got a decent defense. Oregon always has an amazing passing offense. Like, I mean, they always have speed. They always have, you know, they're an air raid type team. And at home, there's a reason why Oregon is they're fighting for that spot. They're up there.
Yeah, if you look at it here, they're actually both in the Big Ten.
My bad.
You got
There's 12 teams, but I mean,
well, there's more than that.
I know, right? They mixed the pack and the big.
Right now, USC's ranked 15th, 8-2. Oregon's 9-1, ranked 7th.
I just want to hear him say Oregon again.
Oregon.
Oregon.
And if you're looking at the league here, both these teams could possibly make the big show, possibly. But if USC loses, though, they may not, because that'll be 3 losses. They may not get into the FBS. But right now, they're tied for 3rd place in the Big Ten, both 6-1, behind 7-0 Ohio State and 8-0 Indiana.
Which I'm surprised neither one of these teams is on this list anywhere.
Because they were boat roping somebody like by 50, I think. They're saying, let's see here, they're saying 59.5.
All right. So there's going to be some points, but it's not going to be a blowout on either side, I don't think.
No, passing wise, USC's quarterback got 700 more yards than Oregon's. USC's running backs got more yards than Oregon's. Wide receiver for South Carolina's got 1,090 to Oregon's top receiver at 443.
I'm thinking, like, every time he says Oregon, I think of like Knights in the Round Table, honestly.
Well,
Some Middle Earth team, you know, just like.
well, and USC's last 5 games are 4-1. Their only loss was coming to Notre Dame, 34-24.
Which anybody that knows that anything about college football, Notre Dame and USC always have a hell of a game.
They beat Michigan, they beat Nebraska,
Oh,
they beat Northwestern, and they beat Iowa.
did anybody else hear them say they beat Michigan?
Shut the hell up.
Bobby Ryder, what's your thoughts, brother?
So I think 9.5 is too much. Like, if I was going to bet this, I would take USC with the plus the points. But USC has had a good year. I think they've overachieved. I didn't think anyone expected them to be 8-2. They played well. They've established themselves in the top third, upper tier of the Big Ten. It was a good year for them. Oregon, though, this, it's a night game. They're going to come out with some crazy uniforms that probably glow in the dark and spin around.
It's actually a 3:30 game.
Okay, well, they're still going to come out with some crazy stuff. Neon green and some kind of weird stuff. They got the coolest uniforms probably in college football. And
Yeah, they do.
I think that they have a different uniform for every game. It feels like their uniforms are different every single game, which is pretty cool.
Like the Hunger Games. I'm telling you right now, we're waiting for Katniss to come out and spin.
I think they got like 10 or 12 different uniforms.
I know, it's crazy. But so I think Oregon's going to be a little bit too much. USC, good year. They're going to get a good bowl game. But Oregon's fighting to stay in the college football playoffs, and they'll win this week.
Hey, Bobby, you ready to see? Because this is going to be the one game, right? So, hey, Blue, Michael took Oregon. Yeah. What does the House of Samson say?
Both Oregon, and 6'9" took Oregon.
This is going to be the one that we're going to be watching, gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. As soon as I get home from work, boom, TV's on. Oregon Ducks.
You just made the list.
That's 5.
That's 6 altogether. Hang on. How do you spell Oregon?
O-R-E, and then gone, G-O-N.
So this next one, we actually talked about one of these teams. One is definitely they're drowning. The TCU Horned Frogs travel to Houston. What is Houston? Anybody? Because we don't, again, it's one of those games.
They're ranked 23rd in the country.
Who is Houston?
Cougars.
Thank you. Houston is a 1.5 point favorite. Now, before we get into really anything, right there has been a struggle. The 6-4 TCU, who were heavily favored when we started this whole thing this season, what happened?
Doors fell off.
Houston is they're sitting pretty at 8-2. Man, I tell you what, if this was the NFL, we'd be saying, all right, this is where you got a chance, but you're also knocking at the door of just go ahead and tanking it and hoping for a good spot in the draft. And dude, we've had TCU on here so many times. They've got talent. And again, I think it goes back to the coaching aspect of that one.
Yeah, the over-under is 54.5.
1.5 is, I think that's a little kind. I personally am taking Houston in this one because I think there's a reason why it's not a must win. We're not going to say that one, but it is another need to win to keep afloat. Now, if you want to say TCU, it's a must win.
Nah.
They're not hurting. I mean, they can afford to lose one more and still be bowl eligible.
Yeah. Houston's trying to get into that final was 12 games. So so you go down through the stats right now. Houston's actually, they are a game behind BYU and Texas Tech in the league. And Utah's right there. But TCU is way down at 3-4. So this is this would be, you think.
That's why I said that's a must win from them, but a need to win for
Houston.
And
then,
like I said, I'm taking Houston. Bobby Ryder, what you got, brother?
So the line is a little strange to me. When they lay these games out, the home team automatically gives 3 points. So if the line is home team -3, that means both teams are even. Vegas doesn't know who to pick, 50-50. So to be -1.5, that's telling me that they think TCU is has a little something up their sleeve. And I don't mind that. It's TCU, the Horned Frogs. I love that mascot. It's a pretty cool. It's
Yeah, the Horned Frog.
It's got a giant blue field, though. I mean,
Oh, that field's awesome. I like that field.
Yeah. So in Houston, their only hope to make the 12-team playoff is to win the Big 12. We all know that's not happening. Texas Tech is a monster of a team. Texas Tech is going to win the Big 12. So, again, Houston will get a nice bowl. TCU with 6 wins are bowl eligible. This is sort of like if you think about weather, this is like a cloudy day.
I like it.
So because of that, I'm
Houston,
going with the home team. I'm going Houston.
So,
well, the house is divided. My house. I took Houston. Cat took TCU.
That's
6-9
fine.
comes-
Keep this one out.
Okay, 6-9 comes in at TCU, and our challenger comes in with TCU. So across the board, it's 3-3.
I dude, good odds for anybody. I like that. So, Texas Christian, good luck. That's all I'm going to say on that. By the way, you need to learn how to write. You know, if anything, give it to Elizabeth and have her, because me and Michael had the hardest time with this next game trying to figure out what the hell he had written. It was one giant run-on sentence or like word. We couldn't figure out what was up. It is the Kansas State Wildcats?
Wildcats.
That's what I thought. Versus the Utah Utes. Here's the game we were all talking about. We're not even going to. There is no point in debating this one. 17.5-point favorite
I know.
in Utah. Are you telling me we could not have gone through? I mean, because one week you got with me and you're like, here, let's discuss. You just literally, like, you were sitting down, you went to the bathroom, and you went, what's Utah doing today? Oh, here. Dude, give me Utah.
The over-under is 51.5. Some stats.
No. We don't need stats.
We don't need stats.
Well,
there might be a reason behind. Hey, Bobby, go ahead and say it. We know what you're going to pick.
When I saw this, I actually messaged Blue and I was like, dude, Steve Kwan's going to blow you up, dude. He's going to yell at you for this. So, Blue, you're lucky that Steve couldn't make it.
So Bobby Ryder, what if I gave you a little something to really stir on?
Somebody pick Kansas State. Steve, Blue, did you pick Kansas State?
6-9 did.
6-9 went with Kansas State, and he's not here to
debate it.
Wow.
That makes me want. I'm telling you right now. I mean, if we're still doing that bullshit where we're just going to pick it just to keep it off a list, I mean, I want to know: does he really believe that that the Wildcats are really going to pull this one off? In what world right now?
Maybe he couldn't read that. He couldn't read the writing. He thought it was a different game.
No,
that's what I'm wondering.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going Utah. I'm going Utah.
I've got nothing on that one.
Everybody else took Utah.
Dude, I mean, does his title not matter to him?
Maybe not.
No, at the end of the day, how many times has it happened? I mean, we've had people, take these crazy picks, Somebody taking Oklahoma over a heavy favored Alabama team.
It wasn't 17 and a half. It was not 17 and a half.
No. But I have said, and I'll give Blue a little bit of credit, even though we all know why he picked Michigan State. You really can't go by the lines this season. And that's what I was trying to tell my compadre at work. He's like, oh, I look at the lines. I look at you. I said, you really can't look at the lines, dude. It's been crazy. Here's, I think, a really good challenge game. I'm interested in this next one. Bobby Ryder, tell me what you think of this. BYU traveling to Ohio to take on Cincinnati. BYU is only a 2.5-point favorite.
Yep, I was really high on Cincinnati until I watched them last week when Arizona just took care of them. The score was close, but it wasn't. Arizona dominated that game, and so that kind of soured me on Cincinnati a bit. BYU, normally I don't get to watch BYU because they play at like 11 p.m. or midnight, way out there. This year I've seen a couple BYU games, and I really like their quarterback, that Bear guy. And then their running back, he was hurt a couple games, but he's back. He's pretty good. I don't like their coach as much as Blue does. Blue, that's another Christmas gift for Blue, anybody. A framed picture of the BYU coach for Blue so he can hang it on his wall. But I know it's a long way to travel from Utah to Cincinnati. It's probably not a vacation destination whatsoever. So I think BYU is going to be all business. They're going to come in and they're going to win. BYU.
I myself am on the BYU bandwagon. The hype train is real. I'm definitely not standing in front of BYU on this one. I think this is 2.5 points. I like it. I'm going to say BYU by at least 4 or 5. I think there's going to be an extra field goal in there somewhere. But I'm 100% sticking with BYU on this one. Blue, what's the House of Samson say?
Well, the House of Sansom says BYU.
Michael is also going with BYU. But Bobby, twist your mind on this one yet again.
Steve took Cincinnati. He likes Sorsby. That's his man.
He has a man crush on Sorsby. He does, yeah.
And that, folks, wraps it up for college. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to run inside and grab some footage. And when we come back, let there be blood. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, guys. This week was easier than last week for me. I can't wait to talk about this.
The NFL is terrible. It's horrible this week.
Yeah, last week was But on that note, we will touch on that here in about 4.5 minutes, guys. Resist the temptation. This is becoming our trademark intermission song. This is Villainize Me, guys. We'll be right back.
Every thought that we
All right. Well, I got to get off here. Did you get your? Did
You know, there's
get your
nothing
meds?
worse than when you're eating a sandwich and you drop it in your vinegar water that you clean all your glasses
All right.
in.
I need to get off here. Bye.
I was trying to hurry up and eat, get a
Vinegar.
little something in, and guess what?
Yeah,
You know what?
got a little bit of vinegar on it.
I'm brave. So that being said, welcome back. Welcome back. You know, last week, yeah, I was not impressed with last week's games. And our records, believe it or not, are a little interesting.
Yes, very interesting. First place, myself and Bob both were 12-3. Bill in second place, 11-4. 6-9 and Cat were both 10-5, and our newcomer was 9-6.
You know, Michael, if you're watching, I remember you wanting to give me a whole bunch of shit at work. You know, oh, your picks. Oh, you pick this. Oh, I can't wait to challenge. Oh, I'm going to throw my hat. Oh, look at me now. Without further ado, gentlemen.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, is Michael Buffer still alive? The guy who said that?
He is.
He is?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him for a while.
he did some of the UFCs.
Okay.
That's Bruce Buffer.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the same.
All right, gentlemen, let's jump right into this. The first game. Oh, well, I'm looking at last week. My bad. Here we go. First game on the docket. Coming off a bye week. So let's keep that in mind.
Yep, they're all rested up.
The Indian, and this is the only reason you beat me, Bobby, in fantasy this time. A 40 banger, almost a 50 banger from Jared Allen, and then this is how we know the rest of the team sucks, or the rest of the game sucked. I couldn't score to save my life. That being said, the Indianapolis Colts travel to the frigid Kansas City Chiefs.
Boy, they are struggling.
Ugh.
5-5? Is that a Chiefs team? I don't know. Looks like it this year. And
Sorry, Kitty Cat, on that one. But yeah, we're going to Arrowhead. Kansas City is 3.5-point favorites. The over under is 49.5.
Yep.
It's a pretty decent one right here. Chiefs are struggling to stay alive. They just lost a heartbreaker to Denver. You're welcome, gentlemen. Indianapolis coming off a bye week.
Yeah.
I am not going with that whatsoever.
No.
You have a healthy Daniel Jones. You have a healthy, I mean, dude.
Jonathan Taylor. That's all I'm
Jonathan
gonna say.
Taylor, I'm telling you right now, Fields, dude, I'm getting ready to pick him up in our fantasy. I'm dropping one, picking up Fields because the dude's scoring. Man, the Chiefs just cannot catch a break this season. Bobby Ryder, what are you doing?
So real quick on our matchup last week, I was watching the Steeler game, and like they would break in and show the Bills game.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they broke in, it was Josh Allen doing something, running a touchdown, throwing a touchdown, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get crushed. I'm done this week." But then my boys came back, and healthy win for us for the Beetlejuice team, sitting in third place, solid third place. I think you're in fourth, so you're not doing bad. Steve Quan, I think, is on the bubble. He might not make the playoffs.
Yeah. 6-9 might not make the playoffs.
So, but anyway, for this game, the Denver Broncos came out and they said this is the AFC West is ours. Smashed. I mean, they didn't really smash them. It was sort of a boring game. a bunch of field goals. It wasn't that great of a game, like scoring wise, but Denver took care of business. Kansas City, like the NFL needs Kansas City to make the playoffs. Kansas, if you guys remember early in the year, every single night game, Thursday night, Monday night, it felt like they played a Tuesday night game and the Chiefs were on there. Every game shoved in our face was the Kansas City Chiefs, and now they're sitting at 5-5. The NFL needs them to do good. This is a tough pick for me, but I think Kansas City. You remember last year they were getting blocked field goals and winning weird games. I think this is a weird game that Kansas City pulls off late. Maybe a Mahomes magic scramble, sidearm pass, something. I'm going KC.
Wow.
Yeah, you look at the stats. Jones, 2,659. Mahomes, 2,625. Jones, 15 touchdowns, 7 picks. Mahomes, 18 touchdowns, 6 picks. But the rushing, Kareem Hunt, that's 353. Jonathan Taylor is at 1139. You go to receiving yards. They're both tight ends or they're leading receivers. Tyler Warren, 617. Kelsey at 631. Looking here at the injury list. No one notable when Indy. Xavier Worthy's questionable for Kansas City. But I'm going with the Colts. And you know who my wife went with. You can just take a guess.
Yeah, you knew this one wasn't going on there, Bobby.
Kansas City.
Honestly, guys, again, the Chiefs struggling. The Chiefs, there's no controversy this year. Hey, they have the refs in their pocket. There's no, we have yet to see any true Mahomes magic. Andy Reid's, spell on everybody might be starting to finally fade. Daniel Jones, again, found a home. Jonathan Taylor, Fields, a lot more weapons. Give me the Colts on the road. The Colts on the road.
So that would make it 6-9 took the Colts. Our challenger took Kansas City. So it's 3-3.
Kind of expected stuff like that on this particular one. It's a tough game. And now that it's all said and done, we could say this. This is one of those ones you did not want on there because we'd have been sweating like crazy. Moving on. Congrats, Steelers, on a bad win, guys. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are traveling to a team they've been having some trouble with over the past few years. Traveling to the Windy City, taking on the Chicago Bears. Chicago is actually favored by 3. We're looking at 45.5 points, guys. Soldier Field. Here's a big thing for the Steelers now that people need to think about. Mason Rudolph.
Yep. He
didn't look he didn't look half bad last week. But, he was, they pretty well had that one on lock. Cincinnati was not firing on all cylinders. But Chicago at home, Caleb's looking awesome. Odunze's looking awesome. They've got an awesome offensive line. Defense is no slouch either right now.
Yeah, they're coming in. Chicago's coming in 7-3. Pittsburgh's coming in 6-4. Aaron Rodgers still questionable. He broke that bone in that left hand.
No, he's out.
No, he's questionable. They said he's questionable. So it could be Mason Rudolph show again.
I'm telling you, he's out. You want to put a cider on that one?
No, I ain't gonna put none because I don't know. Stats: Swift 634, Warren 536, Metcalf at 551. Odunze at 600. Sacks, Herberg 6.5, Sweat 5.5. Edmonds has got 89 tackles. Wilson's the leading tackler. Peyton Wilson's the leading tackler and the Steelers with 84. Let's see. Highsmith is questionable with a pec. Similado is questionable with a pec. Jalen Warren's questionable with an ankle. Aaron Rodgers questionable with a wrist. You go down here to Chicago, there's not really any big injuries.
Well, the fun part is you also have to remember this one. Steelers got a really how many times has 6'9" even said it? Dude, we got a hell of a schedule. This is not an easy one. Bobby, I see the look on your face. Okay, I can sit here and give you every reason all day long. But I you know what? On a cider, I got to take Chicago on this one. Like I said, for some reason, the Steelers, they're still playing Steeler football. They're winning games they're supposed to lose. They're losing games they're supposed to win. And I think history repeats itself. Chicago comes in there, gives them a hell of a time, and I'm hoping that Mason proves me wrong on this one, but I got to say Chicago. They got the hot hand at home.
Sansom House is divided. I am going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The wife's going with Chicago. 6'9" also picked the Pittsburgh Steelers. And our challenger, Mr. Michael, went with the Chicago Bears. So 3-3 across the board. And it says, Jeff Saturday says Aaron Rodgers is playing versus the Bears.
Well, wait. It can't be 3-3 yet because
I
Bobby
already know who he's picking. He said he'll never bet against the Steelers unless he changes his mind.
No, you're right, Blue. I'll never pick against the Steelers. If they're bad one year, it's gonna kill me. My record's gonna stink. But do you guys remember that Eminem song? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? You remember that song? My song, my question for the Steelers is, will the real Steelers defense please stand up? I need to see this defense either be good or be bad. It can't be good one week and bad the next. What is going on there? So I'm looking for that, and I'm hoping that the real Steelers defense is a good one, the one I know they can be.
So it is official, 3-3 across the board, gentlemen. Here's to hoping. You know, even though, just because I pick against them doesn't mean I'm not rooting for my boys.
Yeah, that's same here.
That
That's
all day long. I'm going to be wearing my black and gold. I'm going to have my Yingling in hand, an icy light in the other, pierogies and ham on the grill. Let's run it, boys. Prove me wrong, please. Moving on, man. The New England Patriots. This team will not go away. They don't have Tom Brady anymore, and they will not go away. Traveling to sunny Ohio to take on the Cincinnati Bengals, who just took a nice little drumming the other day.
Yep.
Speaking of the Steelers. Patriots, Drake May. I told your wife to pick up Drake May, drop Justin Fields.
Yep.
Guess what? She beat your boy. Drake May's the real deal.
I gotta talk to him. I'm wondering if he just quit. I'm gonna tell him he can't quit. He's got to make roster moves and play this season out.
Yeah, tell him that there's a little something at the end for it. So he better try to.
No, that's mine anyway. I paid his entry fee, dude. I paid $40.
That's true.
You're on
Even
my
if
dime.
he wins, I'm taking the money.
Yeah, the Patriots, man, the Bengals look sorry. I mean, they weren't horrible, but I mean, this is a team that just, what was it, 3 weeks ago? Came into Pittsburgh and absolutely decimated them. Or no, they destroyed Pittsburgh in Cincinnati, the first game.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't. I think it wasn't like 3 points. Wasn't like 44-41. If I'm correct.
What game were you watching?
I'm pretty sure it's what it was.
What game were you watching?
I'm
The
gonna go
Steelers
look
were
now.
never in that game.
All right, I'm gonna go look now. You're making me look. Let's see here.
So you still have Flacco.
I must have been smoking something. Yeah, they lost 30. They lost 34-12. Steelers did. I must have been smoking something that day.
No, they didn't. It was like 34-30, dude. Remember that Hail Mary that Rodgers threw at the end?
I
It was
told
a
you.
close game.
It was not.
All right, here we go. We're going into the stats right now.
Well, I was trying to give the stats. We're still talking about the Steelers game from like 3 weeks ago.
All right, so we go into the Bengals. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, versus Pittsburgh, it was 33-31.
Yeah, it was, and then we had the ball at the end and that Hail Mary.
33-31. So I wasn't
This-
smoking something that day.
You were smoking something that day because the Steelers were never in it. Dude, Jamar Chase was able to catch the ball, dust it off, bobble it a few more times, and then look at them and go, "Oh, hey, thanks, guys."
Well, that little punk ass is suspended because of what he did to Jalen Ramsey.
And rightfully so. This
Yeah.
whole spitting on other players shit has
That's
to
assault.
stop.
That's aggravated assault.
Yeah, well,
It's not simple assault. It's aggravated assault because it's if he's not on the football field, he's getting time for that.
Oh.
If he would press charges.
he's not going to get time for spitting on somebody.
But
Either way, let's keep to the game at hand, gentlemen.
I'm going with New England.
So am I. The Bengals are done. That locker room is gone. They're crap. New England wins.
So I too am going with New England. Still no defense, very little offense. You can't ride Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, especially with a quarterback. I mean, of course, we've got one that's older than Flacco, but at the end of the day, yeah, New England's they're riding high in the hog right now. So
But 6-9
okay, breathe.
took the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow. He must not have wanted that in the park. There's no reason for that, man.
No.
And he's not here to defend himself. I don't know. I think he's, because this is one of those games where if somebody else were to do it, he would jump through the screen.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, Blue, is Joe Burrow coming back? Maybe that's why. Is Burrow back?
Let me go look.
Maybe Steve Kwan knows that, and
Maybe. Let me go in here and see.
that would be the only rational thing I could think of that would make him pick the Bengals. Burrow coming back.
All right, so let's see here. Injury list.
You could have just Googled Joe Burrow and it'd been like,
It says he's still on his estimated returns November 27th, which would be
next week.
next week. Gesicki's out for Cincinnati. Burrow's out. Flacco's questionable.
Is it this whole if Flacco's questionable?
Yeah, he's got a shoulder injury.
Dude, at the end of the day, I mean, for him to make a pick like that, I mean, is this his way of trying to like maybe go with, what you guys have discussed, the whole scripting of the NFL? And
Maybe remember he said, didn't he say in the chat or something he's going to take some underdogs this week because the NFL scripted? Did he not say that? I think he did. And
I sure as hell hope he's not doing stupid
And-
stuff like
and
that
our-
because, I mean, at the end
in
of
our
the day,
group chat,
just stuff like that just doesn't make sense. It's one thing to say in jest and everything, but then to turn around and just like, make some boneheaded move like that. Come on.
that's why it's on there.
I can't wait till next week when he's back on. He's either going to be laughing all the way laughing to the bank, or I'm telling you right now, he's just going to sit there and kind of give us that. I read the wrong script.
Mhm.
Moving on, folks. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta
Yeah.
starting to rack up a whole kennel here. Moving on, folks. The abysmal New York Jets are traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens, who are starting to surge.
Yep. Lamar Jackson is questionable this week. But quarterback wise, Jackson's 1,400, Fields is 1,200. Rushing, Brees Hall's at 722. Derrick Henry's at 807. Watch out, here he comes. Wide receiver, their best receiver for the Jets is on the IR, Garrett Wilson. Zay Flowers is at 703.
Telling you guys, at this point, the Jets are on life support. The only thing they can hope for now is a good pick in the draft. This is one of those games. It wasn't even a question for me. Baltimore Ravens all day long.
Yep, me too. I didn't even think twice about it. Baltimore.
Katie and I also took Baltimore, and it is across the board.
Baltimore Ravens?
You just made the list.
Even though Baltimore's got Raekwon Smith questionable at the hamstring, Hamilton questionable at the shoulder, Likely questionable at the calf, and Jackson with an ankle. So
they could have the water boy, the towel boy, the cheerleaders, their mascot, little granny nanny sitting up there, and the nosebleeds come down, and they're still going to beat the Jets. I'm sorry. End of the day, Jets, I had high hopes for you this season. Gave you more credit than what you deserved, honestly. Yep. Here's another one, gentlemen.
Yep.
I want to see everybody debate this one. The Seattle Seahawks. Let's just go through it real quick. Cooper Kupp and Jigba, Shaheed,
Walker,
Sam Darnold taking on the Tennessee Titans. Who?
Yeah.
Who they got? They got Pollard still.
Yep, he's at 502. Walker's at 606.
They can't buy a game. They can't. It's just this one. This one was guys. Give me Seahawks. I just gave you the reason why the Seahawks are winning this one.
Yep, Seattle.
Yep. Well, it's across the board.
Yeah.
There was no doubt in that one.
Yeah, because we really wanted to skin on that one.
You just made the list.
Let it go, Seattle.
But if it's scripted, Tennessee wins.
No. They wouldn't even script that.
They're 1-9. They're 1-9.
At this point, this is where you start thinking
They're going draft pick.
Yeah.
But who are they going to get? They're going to get another quarterback because Ward ain't doing it?
All right, so we got a somewhat competitive game here, gentlemen. A interdivision rivalry. The Minnesota Vikings traveling 3 hours out of their way, I guess, to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, to take on the Packers. I haven't even gone through the damn dude. It's almost disgusting. By the way, Baltimore was favored to win in that one by 14.5. So yeah. New England was 7. Green Bay is 6.5-point favorites, folks. 41.5. And yet another team. They're in the same ICU with a lot of other teams right now. Yeah, we're past the halfway point, folks. It's starting to spread out a little bit more now. Some divisions, even the division like even the AFC North. Okay. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Steelers. I mean, 2 points. They're all just barely like limping by in these wins, so you really can't even go by a lot with that one. That division, though, the NFC, what is it? The NFC Central?
North.
NFC.
North, NFC North. Thank you. Vikings, Bears, Packers, Lions. These are all legit right here. Minnesota is limping in though with a 4-6 record. Green Bay needs to get their heads out of their ass, or they're going to end up dropping out here soon. I think this is a good tune-up game for them. This is where they kind of bounce back and they start they get a little practice in there. Vikings, they're hurting.
Yep. Wentz is still out. That means McCarthy's in.
Well, J.J. McCarthy was supposed to be the starting quarterback anyways. He's starting to show a little bit of life, but at the end of the day, it's a little too late for those guys. Can't even talk about draft pick. You're hoping to limp in with a respectable record at this point. Give me the Packers.
Yeah. Just some notables. Green Bay, Nixon's questionable with an illness. Parsons is questionable. Clay Walker's questionable, and Cooper's. So there's 4 of their defensive guys. They're all questionable, but it ain't going to mean nothing. Green Bay all day.
Bobby Ryder.
McCarthy stinks because he's from Michigan, so he doesn't know how to play football.
Yes. Yes.
So it doesn't matter.
I think McCarthy will be good in a couple years, but he's not quite ready. To me, this is Green Bay by 2 scores easily.
Ooh, I wouldn't go that far.
10 points, a touchdown and a field goal.
So a field goal, I'll give it. I'll give you that one. I like that. Okay.
Well, Green Bay?
Jesus Christ, really?
Yep.
You just made the list.
Can we have some actual, competition here, folks?
Mhm.
I'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We got 9. And we still got about 7
Okay.
road games.
So here's the fun one, guys. I'm just gonna tell you right now, 6.5. Oh nope, I'm sorry. Let me find it again. Wow, I don't have a line on this one.
-10.
Thank you, because look,
Wow.
Yeah, -10.
That's big.
The New York Giants are traveling to beautiful Detroit, Michigan, to take on the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Giants. No Scatterboo, no Dart, no Neighbors, no
Not
chance.
Jameson Winston.
No chance.
No.
There's not even a debate here. Bobby, I challenge you to give me one possibility, one small possibility that New York wins this game.
No, I have nothing. I've got nothing. If New York wins this game, then it's rigged. It's got to be rigged. I'm going Detroit.
There's no way around games like this one. That's why I said this week was. There's got to be something here soon. Detroit Lions.
You just made the list.
You just made the list.
Moving on.
The next one's the same way.
I give this one a little stank. Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Let me see what we got on this one. Jacksonville, believe it or not, is 2.5-point favorites. 47 points, guys. Which is about the average, I know. Man, it's hard to talk really good about Trevor Lawrence. You know, for somebody to come in there, he did phenomenal. It was so much fun watching him in Clemson, him and Etienne.
Yep.
And then, everybody's thinking the best thing in the world, okay, well, let's put them on the same team. Well, it's not been horrible, but it's not been great. Add Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he's out.
and he's out for the season. These guys are limping. But that being said, Arizona has one true weapon, and he's not even their top receiver right now.
No, and I actually think he might be still on the shelf.
So this is one of those ones. What do we got? 6-4, 3-7. One's got a chance. The other one's pretty well. I mean,
Yeah, they're
now
looking-
this is where you can honestly say this is a must-win to stay alive. At this point, every game after this is a must-win for
Yep.
Arizona.
Yep.
Not looking good, guys, because I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like this one, ATN, another one of those backs, he catches, he runs, he scores. He does, dude, you get, I'm still on the ATN hype train. Give me Jacksonville. Bobby Ryder, what are you going with, sir? Hello, Mr. Arliss. Long time, sir.
Hello, Arliss. I thought the spread would be bigger. That's strange to me that it's 2.5. But the Cardinals lost James Conner early in the year, game 1 or 2 or 3 or something, real early. And then quickly they lost Kyler Murray. And after that, the wheels started falling off.
and they lost,
Jacoby Brissett's been playing well. He's not a bad backup to have, Brissett. But and that Trey McBride, their tight end, is a real deal. Like, it's really cool to watch some of these tight ends. Brock Bowers in Vegas, this Trey McBride dude, the Penn State guy in Indy. They're like matchup nightmares. Do you put a linebacker on them and he'll run right past them? You put a cornerback on him and the corner's too small for these guys. It's really cool. So I like Trey McBride, but I think that Jacksonville has a little bit more. They have more to play for, that's for sure. I think Jacksonville comes out with the W.
House of Samson?
Both going with Jacksonville. 6-9 took Jacksonville. And Mike also took Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Jaguars?
You just made the list.
This game won't be on it.
No, and I know why. Man, how can the bottom of the AFC North is the Cleveland Browns?
Shador Sanders.
Still trying though. I'm pretty sure Shador Sanders shit his pants last week.
He might have.
Traveling to Las Vegas, Nevada to take on the greatest quarterback in the NFL, Geno Smith, and the Raiders. Wow.
Both are 2-8.
Wow. This is impressive, Bobby. Now, let's talk about this one, okay? Las Vegas, believe it or not, I think for the first time this season, are favored. Actually, the second time this season, they're favored by 3. Low scoring, 37.5.
Yeah. And that's going to be all Raiders. Unless Judkins can get in the end zone.
The thing of it is, I mean,
dude, Cleveland's defense is good, man. Like, they have a good defense.
They have
Miles
zero.
Garrett has like 25 sacks already. He gets 5 sacks a game. The dude is good.
15.
15? Yeah, he's good. Cleveland's D is good.
Max Crosby's only got 6.
He's been quiet this season, actually. He's kind of taken a TJ Watt role where he's, dropping back a little bit more. He's more of a, I'm going to stop these guys as opposed to trying to murder the quarterback every chance I get.
Well, Garrett's going to have over 20 sacks by the end of the year. You might as well just mark the word on that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the Cleveland defense is going to have Geno Smith running for his damn life. And Myles Garrett is going to put a target on Ashton Genty. So, I like this matchup. I really do. Two teams that are literally, I mean,
Yeah, they're the worst. Well, not really, because Tennessee's 1-9.
yeah, this is a team. There's going to be like a 3 or 4 way tie for who's going to get the number 1 pick this year. That all being said, I'm going to say defense over a one-sided. What are they going to do? They're going to keep they got Bowers.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, and Genti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Tucker's their leading receiver now with 502.
Give me the Browns. Bobby? Oh, go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Katie and I both took Las Vegas, and 6-9 took Cleveland.
Michael took Las Vegas. What's it going to be there, Bobby?
Steve or Blue, what time is this game?
It is a 4:05.
All right. So for the viewers, listeners on Spotify or wherever this is at, if you don't exactly know where we're at, our geographic location is sort of we're 60% closer to Pittsburgh, but 40% closer to Cleveland, sort of right there in the middle. We get on our TV, we get Pittsburgh and Cleveland channels. So this game for me, I really love this game because we're forced to watch the Browns when they're not playing. When the Steelers aren't on, we're forced to watch the Browns. So because it's a 4:00 game, I love this. This is going to be like my nap game, right? I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to watch like the first 7 minutes and then I'm going to pass out and take a nap. And I'll wake up at the end of the third quarter and see what's going on. So I love games like this. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to sleep through 70% of it. And maybe it'll be close at the end because they're so bad. And because of that, I'm going to go with the Raiders just because it's at home. That's the only reason why. The Raiders at home. That's the only thing I have.
Believe it or not, I do kind of have like a soft spot for the Raiders. Keep in mind they used to be one of the powerhouse teams. Like, I mean, these are guys that, I mean,
when they had Tim Brown, Bo Jackson, I mean,
go further back, Kenny Stabler, and
Howie Long.
Oh man, Mean Joe Green, or not Mean Joe Green, Too Tall Jones.
Well, he played for Dallas most of his career.
Who am I thinking of then? Was it Bubba Smith? No. Why can't I get my damn I can't get my damn history.
Howie Long was one of the best defensive linemen for the Raiders.
Yeah, I can go with the 90s. Yeah. Well,
Bo Jackson.
Yep. Like I said, Bo Jackson. But
the best Tecmo Bowl player ever.
Yeah, I know. If he hit the outside, he was gone. If he ran up the middle, he ran you over.
It doesn't matter. When he ran you could run back and forth 50 times with that dude. Nobody was getting him. It was awesome.
Oh, Lalo Zato.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, who's the guy that played Sloth? He was also a Raider.
But with the 6 picks, 4 of us took Las Vegas. So that leaves Bill and Steve both with Cleveland.
Sticking with our AFC North, gentlemen. Moving on. Here's a fun one.
Yeah, another game that.
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, this game.
Traveling to the Bayou to take on the Saints.
Atlanta's 3-7. The Saints are 2-8. None of them have nothing to win. I mean, none of them.
Right.
Anything to win for.
And Michael Penix is out. This is terrible. First one to 6 points wins. First one to kick 2 field goals wins.
Could we see a breakout game by Alvin Kamara, maybe?
He might be done, dude. He looks old to me.
Yeah, Kamara's questionable. 460. Robinson at 783. Drake London's doubtful for Atlanta. Chris Olave 664.
you got to keep in mind though, you still have B.J. Robinson, who is
Yeah.
he's up there with one of the better running backs in the NFL. I'm not gonna say he's the best running back in the NFL, but he is definitely one of the better running backs in the NFL.
783 sitting at.
I still think they have just enough. Do they not? Am I mistaken in thinking they have Deebo Samuels?
No, Washington Commanders.
Thank you. I'm thinking of Washington. Maybe I need more whiskey. Maybe that's my problem. I can't get my history right. Now we're getting to that point where I'm like just spouting out random. I'm going to start sounding like 6'9". Leif Erikson went down to Mississippi and discovered Louisiana.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. I'm right there with you on this one. To me, I still think, even though they're going on their third quarterback now, Atlanta still has the better weapons. I can't get behind the Saints. I really can't. I don't trust them. So I'm taking Atlanta, folks.
Bob.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans, and the only reason why is because Drake London is going to be out for Atlanta. They've got nobody else. Kyle Pitts is their number 2 receiver, that tight end. Drake London is a good player. Atlanta should be way better, but they're just not. And I don't know how long are they going to throw Bijan Robinson out there? They don't want him to like tear an ACL or something like that.
Some crazy
ruptured Achilles or whatever. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with New Orleans. I'll flip a coin and go New Orleans.
Yeah, this one's.
Well, that makes Atlanta 4-2 on this. Katie and I both took Atlanta. Steve took Atlanta.
I took Atlanta.
And you took Atlanta, and Mike took New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Now, on a side note, guys, Atlanta is the 1.5-point favorite. Again, another low scoring, 39.5. Just an ugly game all around. But it'd be fun to watch because you have 2 suck-ass teams, and one's going to make the other one look like a superstar. So, again, flip a coin, gentlemen. Where's 6'9" when you need him? Because we already know who he's going with.
Yep.
The Philadelphia Eagles takes on their bitter rivals in Dallas, going against the Cowboys. In my opinion, neither one really have a. Jesus God, go by the number. Okay, hey Bobby, you want to hear some numbers?
Crazy. It's crazy.
Jalen Hurts, he's got 1995 for the season. Dak Prescott, who's questionable, 2,587. Saquon Barkley, who's starting to kind of show a little bit of life again, just a smidge that we might see. Maybe that old Saquon, 662. To Williams, 809. Jesus, 665 for Smith. That's on the Eagles side. George Pickens is leading. Hey, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what the hell?
At what point do you realize that you just blew an amazing tandem?
Yeah.
For what? We got nothing. George Pickens has 908 yards.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, they still have CD.
Yeah, I mean, but that's, like I said, that's their 1-2 punch. Pickens would have been here in Pittsburgh. You got him on one side, DK on the other. You got Wilson in there at the slot. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking other than he had a piss poor attitude in Pittsburgh. But I guess in Dallas, he's just fitting right in with the crew.
Other than that,
no, Blue.
Huh.
He's getting the ball. Dak's throwing him the ball. So he doesn't have any reason to run his mouth and do dumb stuff. We could not get him the ball enough for his attitude.
We've never had a quarterback.
So he had to go. Wait till if Dak gets hurt and they throw that Andy Dalton backup or whoever they have, George Pickens is gonna explode and he might do an Antonio Brown and rip his shirt off and walk off the field. That's what kind of good Pickens is.
boo.
Talk about Antonio Brown. He's looking at some prison time.
They're nuts. And same way, AJ Brown is a nuclear bomb ready to go off in Philly, but he can't
yeah.
go off because they're 8-2, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
AJ Brown cannot explode like he wants to, but he wants to come out and say, "I need the ball.
Yep.
I need 100 yards every game." I know he does, but he's not gonna. He can't do it because they're winning.
Yet another one. For some reason, the line's not there.
And let's see. On mine, it is -3.5 for the Eagles. 47.5 is the over/under.
You know what? At the end of the day, though, I mean, we can bust on the Eagles all day long. Somehow they're still winning.
Yep.
They're still pulling it off. Whereas Dallas, dude, 4-5-1.
Like I said, they got an offense, but they don't have a defense. Their defense is horrible.
Philadelphia barely has a defense, and it's just enough to keep them in the game. And I've yet. I don't think I know. I bet against them last week, and it bit me in the ass. So this is the week where I'm going to say Philadelphia wins this one.
Early on in the year, Dallas beat Philly at Philly, I think, right? Blue, can you look at that?
Yeah, let me look.
Didn't Dallas win that game?
Let me look real quick.
This is redemption.
Or they were close. Maybe Dallas didn't win. I thought they did.
I don't think Dallas won, but it was a hell of a game.
Let's see here. It was yeah, the Eagles won 24-20.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, and you made a good. Dallas has the best offense, but the worst defense. So when you bring those two together, what do you get? Mediocre, right? Right down the middle, a blah team. And I like offense, especially in the NFL, because Dallas is 4-5-1 in their brains. They still think they have a shot. That tie might actually help them. Who'd they tie? The Packers, Green Bay, or something.
Packers.
So I'm going to go with the Cowboys. It won't hurt the Eagles to lose this game.
Nice.
So I'm going Cowboys.
Well, Bobby.
Yeah, that does make you one thing, though, brother.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? This is one of those ones I could see Dallas pulling this off. I'm sorry, Steve. At the end of the day, buddy, your guys, they're playing like the Steelers. Better record, but I mean, what team's going to show up? And if they go to Dallas thinking they're just going to walk all over them, it could turn around and bite them in the ass. So I don't think it's going to be an exciting game, but it's definitely a game to watch. It'll be entertaining, to say the least.
Well, I know my daughter's rooting for that day. The Cowboys.
On that note, ooh, looky here, looky.
Yeah.
Leaving sunny Florida, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are traveling, taking the boat all the way to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. And I'm telling you right now, dude, even when he's not playing his best, Puka's still such a threat out there. Stafford, Puka, man. Mayfield is he's not playing this, the last few weeks he's not been the Mayfield that we all thought was going to be the MVP.
Yeah, he has 17 touchdowns and 3 picks. The Stafford's 27 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Wait. Stafford has 27 touchdowns?
Yep, 27 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Wow.
I'd say 25 of those are Puka.
It's amazing.
Red zone, who do they always target?
Look,
Puka.
Puka's only got 4 touchdowns on the year.
I was being funny. Ugh. I don't know,
Blue,
guys.
who's catching all the touchdowns?
I don't know. I don't know who's getting them all.
27, that's a monster number.
Yeah, it says Puka's got 4 of them.
Wow.
So LA, believe it or not, is favored at home by 6.5. Pretty decent score here, gentlemen. 49.5 points. I'm just gonna say it, guys. I think Tampa is kind of starting to really fall off, where LA's still striving. You know, they're still hungry. They're still wanting to keep going. They want to make it back to the Super Bowl. They're playing like they want to make it back to the Super Bowl. Guys, I tell you what, I'm going Hollywood all day long. Give me LA.
Yeah, I think the Rams might be the best team in the NFC, at least so far. And they have no signs of slowing down or taking a fall. But to Tampa Bay's credit, they've had a rough schedule. I mean, they were in Buffalo last week. Now they got to fly the whole way across. They had to fly down back home, and now all the way across the country to the Rams. It's tough. Baker played well. I mean, they were scoring toe-to-toe with Buffalo last week. Buffalo didn't run them out of the stadium, but so I feel bad for Tampa. Tampa still has a chance to win that NFC South. It's not good. Atlanta stinks. New Orleans stinks. Who's their Carolina Panthers? They're overachieving. So Tampa could still win it and get in the playoffs. I wonder if they might win it with a 9-7 record or something weird like that. You know, a terrible overall record. But they're no match for the Rams the way they're playing right now. So I'm going LA.
Primetime game too, gentlemen. Sunday night.
You made the list. Bob, to answer your question, Devontae Adams has 10 touchdowns.
Wow.
He's got 10 touchdowns. Higbee 2, Williams 3, Atwell 1, Ferguson 1, Parkinson 2, Allen 3. That's all his touchdowns. 10 of them to Devontae Adams. The
So that means they get like around the 5-yard line, and Stafford throws a fade to Devontae, and he goes up and gets it. Right? That's probably what's happening out there.
Yeah, pretty much, because their running back Williams has only got 6 touchdowns the whole year.
Right. So he'll get him down there, and then Stafford will throw to Adams. All right, I get it. It's okay.
I like it, guys. Hey, that's actually not a bad game for Sunday night. That'd be one I'd be willing to sit down and.
That's 7 games so far.
Ooh, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be the return of a certain person. So we might have a decent show that night.
Yeah, Kate should be back. Well,
We'll see.
well, actually, we're going to go in. We're going to do it early next week because of Thanksgiving. We have to go on Monday or Tuesday. Just to bring it up.
Good times.
The last
All right.
game.
Monday Night Football. Man, that's what the hell? These scary Carolina Panthers out of nowhere, but traveling across the country
Yeah.
to San Fran to take on the 49ers. 49ers are 7-point favorites. They're saying 47.5. Dude, Christian McCaffrey, God bless, last week. Holy shit. Dude, those guys just, it was the McCaffrey show. It really was. That guy just could not be stopped. That was the nail in my coffin. I know that much. Because somebody has McCaffrey.
Yeah,
and had a hell of
I
a
got
game.
lucky on him. Hey, it's been like 3 or 4 years since he's played a whole season. Now
Yeah.
we finally see a healthy Christian McCaffrey, and he's going nuts.
I was sitting there saying, blow your knee out, blow your knee out, blow your knee out. I don't wish ill will on anybody, but I'm like, for my fantasy team, I need this one because, I was on a seven game streak, and then Bobby snapped it. All because all my heavy hitters were on bye weeks. Brock Purdy, he's come back. He's healthy. Christian McCaffrey, again, another running back. He can catch, he can run, he blocks, he does it all. The defense is stifling. And there's something in the water in California this year with these teams. They're playing at a whole nother level right now. The Panthers, man, they got smart. They saw a good thing with Dowdle. Then they benched him, brought back out Chuba. He wasn't doing shit. They're like, all right, let's go back to our hot hand and look what's going on now. Young, 14 tutties, 7 interceptions.
That's Jones. Purdy's not on there, but
Oh yeah, well, only because.
yeah.
Man,
Oh, look.
yeah, Dowdle with it. Believe it or not, Dowdle actually has more than McCaffrey. He's got 833 yards at 707. I just don't think I don't think it's in the cards. Sorry,
Rookie
not
wide receiver.
not in this case. Well, that's why I said he's. I mean, McCaffrey's also their
Yeah.
leading receiver, 732 yards. God, the man can do it all. I just can't see Carolina being able to keep up with them right now. I really don't. One game separates them: 7-4 for San Fran, 6-5 for Carolina. The travel is what's doing it for me, guys. I just don't think they have what it takes to stop McCaffrey, who's playing at a whole nother level right now. Give me San Fran.
Yeah,
House of
this
San
is a revenge game for Christian McCaffrey, right? Remember, he played for Carolina for all them years.
did.
I don't think there's no revenge there. He's in a good spot in San Fran. Carolina is holding their own. I'm impressed by them. They're overachieving. I didn't expect this at the beginning of the year. If you asked me if Carolina would be in the hunt for a playoff spot, I'd say no. So good season for Carolina. They got a lot to hang their hat on. But Monday night in Santa Clara or Santa Clarita, wherever they play out there.
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. I'm going 49ers.
Well, 49ers.
Dude, do you know how many I've missed so far? I missed the last 3. So we're going to shout this one out. Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers. Every one of you guys.
You just made the list.
No, Philly didn't.
I thought they did.
No,
Oh, no,
Bob-
he took, no,
Bob
that's right.
took Dallas.
Bob Dallas, that one. Let's get that off there.
You got Buffalo, Baltimore, Seattle, Green Bay, Detroit, Jacksonville, Rams, San Francisco.
And it's LA. You're good. You can still say St. Louis if you want to. I mean,
No.
honestly, at the end
Yeah.
of the day. When was the last time we got to say that?
So that would give us a 13-legger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. All favorites, guys. I don't think we took any of the dogs in this one. Not a whole lot of high hope on this one. This was fun, gentlemen. 6-9. Sorry you missed it, buddy. The liquor was flowing. The conversation was good. I like our picks, gentlemen. We say that every week. Here's to hoping. All we got to do is get past college.
Yeah.
And then hope LA doesn't flip the script on us. On that note,
Blue, are you gonna tell Steve what we have?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to him here real shortly.
no, I'm sure he'll go ahead and he'll get it out there, hopefully quickly. I'm kind of interested in seeing this one. I mean, some of these spreads are just ugh. We're gonna have more luck with the college. That's gonna be the profitable one. I mean, my God, we took all the heavy favorites in the NFL. It'd be fun if we could just flip it and just say, you know what, put the Cowboys in there for the fun of it, just for a side piece. On that note, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely get this out there as soon as I can so my brother can listen to it and everybody else. We actually, believe it or not, guys, on Spotify, it seems like just in the last week, we have actually climbed. So we are definitely getting out there all over the place. I'm loving it. Check us out tomorrow night for our Thirsty Thursday Thoughts and Shots. It's a traditional. We got our Sunday night weekend hangover coming up. Monday night bartender should be back in business. I do apologize, folks. I was just a slight bit under the weather Monday. Just was not feeling well. I was actually scared. I thought I was either getting the flu or I had COVID again. It was just a rough day. And I want to thank everybody who shot out the messages and the phone calls and stuff, man. As soon as I posted that, I mean, my phone blew up with people asking, hey, is everything okay? So I want to thank every one of you guys for the well wishes. Obviously, everything worked out. Man, I've just been tired. Who knows? But at the end of the day, guys, this has been fun. Bobby, thank you for coming in, brother. Blue, always a pleasure.
Yep.
I'm going to put some more food in my stomach. And for those of you on TikTok, oh, wait. Who do we got? I'm glad you're back just in time to hear us do our final toast, girl. Hey, like I said, though, for those of you on TikTok, I'm heading there next. And we're going to keep this party going. Bobby, I know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Thief will get a hold of him and be like, hey, come check us out, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So at the end of the day, Bobby, Blue, thank you. Everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again, Bobby, go ahead. Do this one.
It might just be the alcohol.
I love it. Cheers, guys. We will see you all later. Good luck on your picks.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloading. The bar is always open, but no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just